That's Mr. I ain't never taking that pink off Ferrari Cox Casino, man. We in the motherfucking building. We in Dallas, Texas with this shit, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, y'all hit that like button, y'all let me know what the fuck going on. Casino World, we the new Dipset, nigga. I know what's up.
Alright, so I know that you're out here in Dallas. I know you've kind of been out here for a little bit. But where are you from? And how did you first decide that rapping was really what you wanted to do?
I'm from West Texas. I'm from Odessa. That's where I was born, Odessa, Texas, and I grew up in Alabama, so I've been back and forth from Texas to Alabama my whole life. And I really decided that I wanted to take music seriously when I took a fall in the streets and wound up going to the pen, and was just like, this ain't how I want to spend the rest of my life, you know what I'm saying? It's already 10 years, I got kids, family dying on me, niggas turning their back on me, bitches falling off left and right, and it was just like, it come to a point where you gotta ask yourself, like, is this what you really want for you? Or is this what you want for your kids? Or are you gonna actually use the talent that Allah gave you to get up out this shit? And that's why we're sitting here having this interview.
All right, so when you say you were involved in the streets, like what are some of the things that you were involved in? Was it more gang activity? Was it more like drug dealing? Was it a combination of the two?
I mean, it was just a combination of everything, every aspect of just street life, just being broke, coming up, watching my family struggle, needing to get shit. And so, you know, you got to hustle, and then the gang banging play a part, and then the street shit play a part in the whole. So you shooting at niggas, you robbing niggas, you selling dope, you just doing street shit, you in and out of juvenile. And then when you become an adult, it just transitions and you wind up going to prison, man. So.
All right, now speaking of like the streets, the guns, the gangs going back and forth, since you are in the music industry, there's a lot of incidents, it's a lot of beefs, people not getting along, as I'm pretty sure you can see. So how do you feel about the beef in the industry and how a lot of these cats carry themselves?
Beef is petty to me, because it ultimately stops the money. And at the end of the day, that's what we all in it for, is to get the money and make sure that your family is straight. And secondly, man, I'm gonna just say, like, with the beef shit, I don't like how people carry themselves as far as the internet goes, and people use platforms like Under Wraps, you know what I'm saying, or whatever they might be, whether it's Say Cheese, Under Wraps, whoever it may be. They use these platforms to exploit shit and say things that they're not really doing. So, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, we just making music, so I just don't believe a lot of these guys, and that's why I don't entertain beef and I don't get on the internet. If I'm beefing with somebody 9 times out of 10, y'all ain't gonna hear about it, because I'm gonna be at him with it, not with y'all with it, you know what I'm saying?
All right, that. So I also know you spent 10 years in the pen. I know you got out in February, is that correct?
Yeah, 2019.
All right, and I know, shit, 10 years can be a long time. I know you're going to have days where, shit, you might be just alright, because, you know what I mean, you've been there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Then you're going to have days where you fucking discouraged, you know what I mean? So on those days, what are, shit, how, describe those days and what you did to maintain.
On the days where I really felt like down in the dumps, to where I just needed to escape, those are the times that I most spent investing in myself, as far as educational wise, with picking up books like John C. Maxwell's 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. You got Robert Greene's Art of War, anything Robert Greene. All Robert Greene's literature is real beneficial for the human race, period. But like on days when I would just feel discouraged, I would just feel like, okay, this is the time for me to find a way to make me better. Because we always try to better ourselves for other things or other people's. Like, we might try to better ourselves for the materialistic. Like, some people might think I'm just rapping for the fame and the chains and the glory. No, I'm rapping so when I'm gone, my kids can live like Michael Jackson kids, and that's carefree.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Now, I also know that sometimes a lot of people be like, they in there, nobody's writing, nobody's sending letters. Who were some people that reached out to you and they held you down while you were locked up?
Boo, T-Time, like, that's one of my best friends. That's my little brother, T-Time, I love you. T-Time held it down super duper hard. Chantel was holding it down super duper hard for me when I was locked up. Shout out to NBR and that whole movement. So I had a good team, like my mom, my dad, of course, my granny before she passed away, Nettie B, rest in peace. So I had a good support team, and really the people that I associate with today are either the people that I was inside vibing with or took care of me while I was inside.
Okay, now you mentioned Boo, so you referring to Boogotti Casino. Can you give us a little information on y'all's history, your introduction, how y'all met, and where y'all met, and so on?
I mean, me and bro met while bro was doing the bid, I was doing the bid. Bro blood, I'm a crip, we got into it. That shit wound up not going nowhere, and the rest of that shit is history. And I mean, they call him Bugatti, they call me Ferrari, and so they used to always call us twins before we was calling each other twins, you know what I'm saying? And so that's how that all came about. But like, Boo is a real nigga. Like, Boo is a genuine, big-hearted, give you the shirt off his back. He a good nigga, and a lot of niggas mistake that and take their kindness for weakness and be turning their back on bro and doing weird shit. But like, at the end of the day, man, how me and Boo met, like, I don't think me and Boo will ever fall out. Like, that's my brother, I love that nigga to death. Like, for sure, for sure.
Okay, that's fair. So now you're doing music. So in the industry, who do you look up to?
In the industry right now, excuse me, I look up to like all the lyricists. Anybody that's lyrical, like the Big Sean's and the Kendrick Lamars and the Drakes, and even Boo. Like, Boo motivates the fuck out of me, cause just watching bro get in the booth and how bro do that shit not writing and how he put that shit together, and like, Boo a genius with this shit. So he definitely one of my influences too. And I know a bunch of people might think I'm just saying that because that's my partner. Like, nah. If you don't work with Boo before, I'm pretty sure you'll say the same thing.
Okay, so just a little bit off subject, but right now I know it's a lot going on as far as like the COVID and whatnot. But prior to this, once upon a time, we used to be able to travel. So where's your favorite place to travel to?
I would most definitely say Houston is like become home to me too, just as much as Dallas is outside of Odessa. But like, as far as my favorite place to go, it had to be Jacksonville, Florida. I'll be going out there with my management team, Najee Head Music. Shout out Najee Head Beats. Shout out Too Much. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mo Beats 904. Shout out my boy Rocky. Shout out Lil Dot. Everybody that out there that I network with. But it's just a vibe when I go out there. You know, you got the beaches and the palm trees. I mean, it's Florida. So it's a good vibe, and that's where I record all my music at. It's in Florida.
Okay. So
and Corpus Christi also.
Okay. Okay, no problem. So I know you mentioned Houston. In particular in Houston, when you go out there, is there anybody you mess with, like, you know what I mean, just off the strength in Houston?
Wolfpack most definitely. Brick, Chapo, Cash, anybody in Wolfpack. Like, as soon as I'm in the city, like, them the first phone calls I'm making. But I fuck with Slugger. I fuck with Shawty P. Man, I fuck with Houston. Really, anybody in TSF, we fuck with the whole TSF. And I mean, they just open their arms to us. They open their arms to Boo, and it's just love when we go out there. So, but most definitely, when I'm first hitting the city, I'm going to Little Mexico. I'm hitting up the Wolves. For sure.
So what do you need to make a song? Like what's your environment? Like, what do you have to have?
Good weed, good drink, just good instrumentals, and I like to be focused. So like, I really like private sessions. Like, I ain't one of the artists that, like, I ain't gotta have 20,000 people in the studio with me while I'm making music. It could just be me and the engineer, and I get it out. I get my point across. You know what I'm saying? So, but most definitely, I need the drugs, man. I need the weed and the lean to keep me going, for sure. I mean, it's just shit everywhere, all types of scrams and shits and jars and shit. I just need this shit.
And you have artists like Lil Wayne and other artists who are feeling the effects of lean. Is that something you feel like you have to deal with, or it ain't just that crucial to you, and you just, you know what I mean, you gonna do what you do? And, you know?
As far as with the lean, I'm gonna say this to all the listeners because I know it's easy to get influenced by your favorite artists or watching these interviews, listening to us and what we do. But I don't sip lean on a daily basis to like I'm sipping lean every day. Like I'm doing it at times where I just feel like, I'm gonna sip some lean today. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna just, it depends on what's going on. But like, I ain't doing it on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And I work out, so I try to stay fit too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to eat good, and because we do drugs. So I just feel like if you balance your life correctly, everything will just go accordingly, man. You just gotta have balance in your life.
Nah, of course, and I know health as well. So just to kind of, I guess, switch the topic a little bit more, who have you worked with in the industry?
I know y'all know everybody in casino, of course, Boo, Muddy. Me and Muddy actually got a bad motherfucker on the way. Me and Boo finna drop another one on his tape, bad motherfucker. I work with Drippy from TSF, and I work with the Real GA from Authentic Empire too. So shout out to Real GA, shout out Authentic Empire too, man. Music You Can Vibe to is on the way, so y'all be looking out for that, for sure.
Okay, and you just dropped something as well. Can you let us know, first of all, the title of it, where people can find it, and describe it in either a few words or a few sentences?
The new single is called Funeral, and all my music will be exclusively dropping on Casino World TV. It's out now, y'all can go get it. Warriors is out now, Destiny's out now, Funeral is out now. All of my music, all of my visuals are on Casino World TV on YouTube. So most definitely go check that out.
All right, and what can fans expect from you, like, in the near future?
Here in the next, like, week or two, I should be dropping another single if everything goes as planned. But most definitely September 7th, man, Music You Can Vibe 2 drops. It's my first tape. I know it's been highly anticipated. I'm glad everybody been waiting on it. I'm glad everybody been patient. But it is done and it's coming for sure. So be on the lookout for that for sure.
All right, so I know you pretty much been working hard. So I just kind of got a sample of some of the music that you have. So how is your sound different? Because I know right now a lot of people are kind of sounding the same when you drop. They kind of, a lot of artists, they're gonna do that because they want to sell. So what do you do that's different, or how can people expect yours to be different from everything else they hear?
I make music that people can feel. I named the tape Music You Can Vibe To because I feel like I make my music for the people who do the drugs that I enjoy doing. I make my music for the weed smokers and the lean sippers and the people that really got to go out here and trap to make a living because it's hard in America with COVID-19. But even before COVID-19, like, poverty has just been real in my life anyway. So when I make music, what separates me from everybody else is I make music from the heart. Like, I make music that I can actually feel. I make music that people can relate to. So it's a vibe. I just want you to put my music on and smoke your weed and just vibe out, tune everything out, and just catch you a vibe. So that's what kind of separates me, because I don't gotta kill 30,000 people in all my songs. It's just, I want you to get my point across. Like, don't try me, nigga, because it'll get, don't think it's something soft about this pink shit. Like, don't let this pink shit fool you. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what's up. Now, before we get out of here, just let the fans know where they can find you. I know you mentioned, was it CasinoWorld.com?
Yeah, it's Casino World TV on YouTube, but as far as social media, Facebook, Instagram is Ferrari _Cox _Kasino. And man, y'all just make sure y'all follow me, man, and keep y'all eyes open, man. We going to the top of this shit. And appreciate Under Wraps, man, for coming and fucking with me, man. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm at home thugging right now, so it's most definitely a vibe.
Oh, pull up, let's get it.
Funeral. I was sitting in the cell, nigga.